Hello. I just wanted to give another update on money mindset. The last one that I did, it was basically like me realizing that I live below my means for the first time, and it was really, really exciting. And basically, within that same realization, I also realized that the next thing that I am intending to learn or the next thing that I'm being asked to learn is putting money aside. And because there's like this bill that comes out every other month, and I've never been able, because I haven't lived below my means, I've never been able to save money to put towards that. And this also fits in the same context of like planning trips and just saving any money for anything. So I'm really excited about figuring that out, and also there's been like tax stuff has been coming up too, but I have not had a lot of time to figure that out, like the logistics of figuring that out. Just because I'm also, paying bills and just really wanting to make sure that I continue living under my means. And so I'm really wanting to stabilize that mindset and that energy before I, take another thing on. And in that same vein, like there was like a few days later, one of my accounts, because of password things and stuff like that, and me trying to get onto a budget app, it basically like shut me out. And so I've been focusing on that as well. And so trying to stabilize the energy of that while also taking care of and beginning the process of, the budget app, and just really, having a good visual of the money that I'm spending and how I'm using it and all of that stuff. That's been my focus. But even with that, as I'm stabilizing it, that saving money, putting money to the side continues to come back as a reminder of like, hey, don't forget, like this is something that is the next step. And that's kind of how I in general operate, is whenever I come across something to celebrate and something that I've accomplished, I get excited about it, as you already saw, but then also I want it to be long-term successful. So I then will continue. I want to stay in that same energy that I've discovered. And so I want to stabilize it, and I want to keep going. I want to I don't want to say perfect it, but I want to be able to experience it enough, experience the mindset, the way of my heart set, the way, all of that, my energy towards that. I want to experience it enough to where I'm safe enough to be able to move on and grow into the next thing that I'm meant to move on and grow into. And so, yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. And it's funny because even whenever, and it's funny because with the things that are happening with me, getting kicked out of my app and everything like that with the one account, I'm learning another level of stabilizing and living below my means, because this thing happened outside of my control, but I can still maintain that energy of living below my means and learning how to do that while unexpected things happen. And so that's exactly what I'm learning right now. And it's so cool, so empowering. All the while, like I said, in the back of my mind, I know what's coming up, and I'm emotionally and energetically getting prepared to take steps to live in that new way of being, while also more so focusing on living in the energy of living below my means, even whenever unexpected things that are outside of my control come. And so, yeah, so it's been really, really fun. And of course, challenging, but, and uncomfortable, let me say, because I literally, because of working and other things, like I just have not had the time or made the time and the situation to be able to, get the account stuff taken care of yet, because there are other priorities. And so it's been really fun. It's been challenging and uncomfortable, but I'm choosing to look at it from a place of, I am actually this is fun because I'm developing my muscle of living in this certain energy, and also developing my muscle of being able to provide for myself even whenever things unexpected things happen. provide for myself emotionally, financially, stability wise, all of that stuff. I'm able to do that even whenever things that are outside of my control happen. I'm able to shift my energy and live in that shift of energy even whenever things unexpected happen. I don't have to go back to my old way of freaking out or being really, really uncomfortable or being really sad or being really, downtrodden and really just sad. Because that was my old way of doing, was, going back to that lower vibration whenever something outside of my control happened. But now I'm able to actually look at it and approach it in a different way, and living from this way of being, this new way of being, and still being solid in that and learning how to be solid in that. So it's been hella cool. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And it's going to continue to change and shift, and it's going to be so good. So thank you. It's going to be so exciting.